welcome back to my channel. If you're new around here, I'm Alex of Your Plantable Life, and on my channel you can find healthy lifestyle things like plant-based nutrition, vegan lifestyle, yoga, all about my vegan pregnancy, which I'm 27 weeks along with a little girl. So soon you'll have a lot of, I don't know, healthy mom life content coming at you. For this video, I'm gonna be sharing my OG green smoothie recipe that I've been drinking for the last 8 years. This recipe was actually from another nutritionist, Kimberly Snyder, and I started drinking this when I first went plant-based, and it was a big part of my transition into the plant-based vegan lifestyle, and I've been drinking it ever since. It's packed full of vitamins, minerals, and most importantly, fiber, which is so important for our health and to help sweep and feed our gut. Many people ask, do you get enough protein? And my question is, do you get enough fiber? I truly believe in ongoing cleansing, so not having to feel like you have to do a really deep detox once or twice a year, do a crazy cleanse before vacation. I really believe in ongoing cleansing, so living your life and eating in a way that's creating a lifestyle to where you're cleansing every single day by the whole plant-based foods that you're eating. So this smoothie is just a really great example of that. It can help with bloating, it can help clear your skin, it can help give you energy. The benefits are truly unlimited, and that's why I've been drinking it for so long. Feel free to add some things in, take some things out. I promise it's delicious the way that it is. If you don't like something, then modify the recipe, make it your own, get creative in the kitchen. The important thing is that you are taking the time to make it and to nourish yourself. So don't be hard on yourself if you don't make this exact recipe, but I do recommend trying it because it's so good. And then after we make the smoothie, I'm gonna go ahead and lead you into a 15-minute flow, which is gonna be prenatal friendly, of course, and then you'll be well on your way. So you're gonna get nourished with a nice glowing green smoothie, get some yoga in, and then you can go on with your day. So let's go ahead and make this smoothie and then get on with the flow. Here are all the ingredients for the glowing green smoothie. It's just gonna be a water base, but I have 2 huge handfuls of spinach, about a cup or so of romaine lettuce, some celery stalks, a pear, apple, banana, and I'll probably do about a half of the lemon. And I do recommend getting everything organic. We are trying to sweep out toxins, not add more in. So make sure that you get organic for a better quality, less pesticides, herbicides, and any other things that they're spraying your produce with. And Nala likes it too. Alright, so I usually start with about 10 to 12 ounces of water. Coconut water is also great for this if you'd like. And then I like to go ahead and add in my greens first and then blend those before adding in the other fruit. Now the greens are blended well, I'm gonna add in the celery, then the apple, the banana, the pear, adding in the lemon, and if this isn't enough liquid, you can always add more and play around with it, but I think this will be enough. We'll see. And as you can see, this made just about 40 ounces, so you can feel free to have about half of this or so now, save the rest for later, and drink tomorrow morning. Every time. So for this flow, you're gonna need a block or something around the house that can replicate a block, and then grab a strap or grab maybe a towel, a dish towel should work, or something that can resemble a strap. So go ahead and grab those things, and then let's go ahead and get started. All right, so have your strap close by. And come into Sukhasana, just a nice easy seat, and just finding whatever feels comfortable for you. If this feels uncomfortable, maybe your belly's in the way or just not feeling it today, then you can go ahead and sit back onto your heels if that works better. So just making your way into that comfortable position. Go ahead and close down your eyes. Just place your hands on your knees or on your thighs, and just tapping into our breath. Taking a few moments to let go of whatever happened before you stepped onto your mat. Giving yourself permission just to arrive. Start to lengthen out your inhales and your exhales. Calming down your nervous system. Together, fill up. Open up, sigh it out. One more big breath in. And empty. Breathe in, sweep your hands up high. Press your palms together, bring them down next to your heart, pressing your thumbs up against your sternum. Press your sternum up into your thumbs. Bowing your chin towards your chest. Deep breath in. Through your nose, empty out. Good, go ahead and flutter your eyes open. And then go ahead and grab your strap. And take the grip on your strap to be a little bit wider than your shoulders, and maybe it's going to be a lot wider than your shoulders, just depending on how tight you are. And we're going to be working into our shoulders today, into our hips today, and like I said, it's just going to be a quick 15-minute flow, but we're going to just move into those spaces, loosen them up, strengthen them, elongate those muscles, and just relieve some tension that we may be holding on to. Those are places in our body that naturally are very tight, so when we become pregnant, that seems to get heightened, right? So go ahead and find that placement on your strap. You can adjust it as we go. And just take a deep breath in, and you're gonna lift up. So let's let all of our inner cheerleader come out, shall we? And then you're gonna go ahead on the exhale, bring the strap behind you, wrapping all the way around. So I'm gonna take this much wider just because I'm so tight in my shoulders right now. And just so you can go ahead and bring your hands to tap the mat. Breathe in to lift back up. See if you can keep your arms really straight and lift up, rotating through your shoulders. So yeah, I said a little bit outside of your shoulders is gonna be that grip. Mine's a lot more. It's very wide. All right, so for on this one, actually, let's go ahead and bring it all the way down and then breathe in, lift it up, and then back around. So making the motion just a little bit wider. So keep doing this as you're breathing, really, really slow. So be intentional with the movement, but then stop if anything doesn't feel good. Every single day is different in our bodies, and especially with pregnancy, every single day truly brings on new things. So just be patient with yourself, slowing it down, giving yourself some grace along the way. All right. Let's finish up this last one. Breathing in, breathing out. Inhale to come back up. And then go ahead and release. Let that strap go. You can just toss it off to the side and make your way into a tabletop. So bringing your wrists right underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Really pressing your palms down, making sure your middle fingers are facing north towards the top edge of your mat. And then from here, just start to make big circles with your body. So just starting to warm up through that hip space. You can make these as big or as little as you'd like. And it might actually feel good to take your knees out just a little bit wider too. So just exploring space in your body, exploring your breath, and then you can switch it out, go in the opposite direction. Really breathing as you move. Getting into those tight spaces. This pose really can allow you to notice where you're feeling tight. And if you feel that anything is kind of stuck in one spot, you can linger there for a little bit and just kind of move and breathe into that space. Work into those areas that you need. And finish up this last round. And then come back to a neutral spine. And then if you have your block, go ahead and grab that or whatever you're using. And we're gonna come into a puppy pose, but it's gonna be modified. So we're gonna press our forehead down onto the block just to help us be a little bit more lifted from the earth to give our belly more space. And then so you're gonna press your forehead straight down onto the block, crawl your fingertips out past the top edge of your mat, and allowing your hips to be right over your knees. So just letting your shoulders really start to open up, opening up through your back body, also through your chest. Make sure to slide your shoulders down away from your ears. This pose can feel pretty intense, so if you need to, make sure you let up, don't go as far. Maybe grabbing 2 blocks and stacking them. And all these poses may look different too, depending on what time of the day that it is. it's in the morning, you're gonna definitely feel more tight. Maybe you've already had some movement today and you feel a little bit more loose. So you can see I'm adjusting a lot. So making sure that you do the same if something isn't working, doesn't feel right. Adjust, find that sweet spot. And then see if you can let go of any fidgeting and just linger right here in the movement. Or lack thereof, actually. Lingering in the stretch, in the posture. Allowing things to open. And last big breath in. And empty. Slowly crawl your hands back towards your body. Go ahead and bring that block over to the side. We'll come back to it. And then just plant your palms down, tuck your toes under, send your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Finding some movement, go ahead and pedal it out. Making sure that your feet stay hip width distance apart. Again, moving into those areas that feel tight. And then find some stillness. Dropping your torso towards your thighs. Press your hamstrings back, deep breath in. And deep breath out. Inhale, lift high up onto your toes. And just take the little tiny steps, or waddles, whatever, to the top of your mat. Once you arrive, making sure that your stance is really nice and wide. Bow forward, soften through your knees. So depending on what stage you're at right now, my rug sheds a lot and I have stuff all over me. Okay, so it depends on what stage you're at and how big your belly is. You might want to take it a little bit wider. I've noticed as I've been growing, my stance is getting wider and wider to create space because we don't want to squish baby. And you'll know that it doesn't feel right, so you'll want to adjust. So go ahead and bow forward, grab opposite elbows, hanging ragdoll. You can stay still or you can find some movement. I find moving side to side helps release my back. I think it helps to lengthen my spine. Even getting into my side bodies a little bit here. And keep tilting your weight forward. And sway back through center. And go ahead and release. And then from here, I want you to crawl your hands up your legs and just bring your hands onto your thighs. This has felt so good for me. I find myself doing this literally throughout the entire day. Something about it just really lengthens my spine, helps my neck kind of pop into the right place. Oh, it feels so good. So we're just gonna do some cat-cows through this posture right here. So breathing in, sliding your heart through, but not too much because it's probably gonna feel pretty restrictive through your belly. And then dropping your shoulders away from your ears, big breath in. And on the exhale, just start to tuck your tailbone under as you round through your spine. Like you're really hugging baby in. Good, breathe in, lift your heart open. And exhale, round in. And chin goes towards your chest. One more round, inhale, lift. And exhale, round in. Something about it just feels so good. All right, come back to a neutral spine. And then from here, we're gonna sit back into a chair pose. So find a really nice, strong stance. Again, making sure your feet are at least hip width distance apart. Sit your booty back, sweep your fingertips high. Bring your biceps next to your ears, sink a little bit lower. Ignite a lot through your inner thighs. Keep sinking low. Slightly tuck your tailbone under. With a lot of weight forward, we tend to kind of arch our back even more. See if you can tuck it under. And again, hug baby in. Bringing everything in, like you're holding baby nice and tight to your body. And then from here, finding an open twist, but we're not gonna be twisting a lot. So you're gonna drop your right arm behind you, reaching your fingertips back. You're not twisting, whoa, not twisting through your chest. It's literally just kind of rotating your shoulder open. We don't want this side of our body to go past midline. That is not safe for baby. So extend your left fingertips forward, right fingertips back, hips and everything staying nice and square. Sink a little lower. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, sweep back up high, and just switch out to the other side. You can slightly take your gaze back. So again, just rotating your left shoulder open. Everything stays nice and square. Take some more weight into your heels, a little bit lighter in your toes. Breathe in. Empty out. Good. Breathe in, swip back up. And on the exhale, bow everything forward, release. Inhale for just a halfway lift. Hands on your shins, elongate through your spine, flat back. And on the exhale, bow forward. Inhale, halfway lift. And again, you can use your block if you want to bring the earth a little closer to you. Sink back low into your chair pose. Now from here, press a lot of weight into your right foot and just step your left foot back, warrior one. So adjust your feet. You might want to widen your stance to create more of that space. Breathe in to lift up. And sink your hips low. So your back foot is completely planted down, about a 45-degree angle, bending deep into your right leg. Allowing your left side to really open up. We're on our right side, but you're really going to feel it a lot through your left. And send that breath to this space right here. Allowing your hip space to open. Breathe in. And breathe out. And elongate through your side bodies. Inhale, lift. On the exhale, frame your right foot, coming into a standing L. Now your left hip dials down, staying nice and square. So as you're here, lift baby up, hug baby in, and really just taking baby off of your thigh. You don't want to crunch anything in. No smushing. And stay really long through your left foot, your left leg, and your left foot, I guess. Good, keep breathing, breathe in. And together, breathe out. One more inhale. And just step your left foot down, sit back into your chair pose. Sink your booty back. And then go ahead and step your right foot back, coming into your warrior one on this side. This might take a minute to kind of adjust, get into the pose. Things are definitely different now, so give yourself grace. Set yourself up. Press more energy back to the blade edge side of your right foot. And sink your hips low. I've definitely felt a lot more tension in my hip space, which is a space that inner thighs are very open, outer hips very tight. But even in a warrior one, I'm like, oh, okay. That is not what it used to be, and that's okay. Things are changing, things are growing, and it's all good. So don't push yourself. We have that hormone relaxin going through our whole body, so you don't want to push it too far. We don't need to hurt ourselves. Everything is already starting to loosen up, so just take it at your own pace always. All right, big breath in. On the exhale, frame your foot, coming into that standing L. Dial your right hip to be in alignment with your left. Again, not crunching baby onto your thigh. Find a little bit more lift. Pressing into all 4 points of your left foot. Elongate through your right leg. Send action out through your toes. Big breath in. Stay for the exhale. One more inhale. And exhale, step it to the top. Sink low. Chair pose. And on the exhale, just bow forward. Release. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant your hands and step it back. Downward facing dog, release. Come back to your breath. Take a break, grab some water if you need it. And come down onto your knees. And I lied to you, this is probably gonna be more like 20 minutes, not 15. So maybe longer, we'll see. All right, so coming onto your knees, sit back onto your heels. So this is really gonna let your feet actually stretch out, so this may feel really intense for you. If it does, go ahead and press the tops of your feet down onto your mat. And you can still keep your legs a little bit wider so that we're not squeezing everything in. And then from here, breathe and reach up. On the exhale, cactus your arms, open your heart, and then bring your right arm underneath your left, coming into an eagle pose here. Just eagle wrap with our arms. So lift your elbows to be in alignment with your shoulders. Take your thumbs, your fingertips away from your face and lift them up. See the difference from here to here? It's way more intense. And if that's too much, just wrap around, give yourself a big hug. And And stretching out through our shoulders, really that band along our back body, our upper back. Space that can get pretty tight. Good, go ahead and release, sweep back up. Cactus. And then bringing your left arm underneath, just switching it out. Notice any difference from side to side. Lift your elbows, and press your hands away and up towards the sky. Making sure not to hold your breath. Big breath in. And empty. And one more, fill up. And exhale, release, sweep it back up. And then just let it go. You can just roll your shoulders out. And then release your feet. And just stomp it on out. Let it go. I just woke my dog up. Great. All right, go ahead and let that go. And then come onto a seat here. I'm gonna just go a little bit more into our hips and then we'll wrap it on up. So coming into a butterfly. So bring the bottoms of your feet to touch. Let your thighs, your knees fall really heavy towards your mat. You can do some movement like this. That just felt good right away. Letting the hip space open. And then find some stillness. You can bring your heels away from your body and just feel the difference in the sensation from those two options and just see what feels right, and then land wherever feels best for you. You can hold on to your toes with your peace fingers, wrap your hands around your feet like a basket. Staying upright is fine. Option to lengthen through your spine, reach forward. Slowly come back up if you were crawling forward. Go ahead and take your legs out long, coming into a straddle. Find that sweet spot for you. Rotate your thighs back so that your knees are not rotating in. They're up towards the sky or going back a little bit. You can flex or point your feet, whatever feels best. Feel out your hip space, your inner thighs, pelvic area. Will feel different the further along you go. And then you can take your block, maybe bring your forearms onto your block, and just take your time as you go into your own depth. Yoga does really teach us to slow down, and this has definitely been a season of my life of learning to slow down, learning to adapt. Life is already changed, and it's going to change so much more. So this practice really does allow you to slow down, to listen to your body, and just to be more in tune with what feels right, what does not feel right. That has been my season of life. All right, wherever you are, slowly begin to come out of it. Feel free to linger in that if you want. If you have time, go for it. And just go ahead and come back to the easy seat, just how we started. And then I want you to go ahead and close your eyes, sit up nice and tall, breathe in, sweep your hands up high. Exhale as you press your palms together and bring them down next to your heart. Lift your chest into your thumbs press against your sternum. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Tuck your chin towards your chest, bow towards your hands. Together, fill up. Release. Bring your thumbs towards third eye center. Thank you so much for showing up on your mat with me today. It's an honor to be able to guide you through your practice and also to be a part of this journey of your life. It's so exciting. Go in peace, yogis, and namaste.